Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one kid idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, a podcast here on YouTube KocoSports, wherever you find your podcast. Also stream every day on twitch.tv/KocoSports when there isn't 3 wrestling events. WWE, AEW, Noah. I probably missed a couple, man. So much wrestling. But the most important question now, AEW Collision, September 2nd, win, loss, or tie. It was also, let's just talk about it. Hello! CM Punk was fired. We did a separate video on it. Tony Khan starts off the show where he basically reads off the press release that he was fired. I think it was the right thing to do. I broke this down with Boom Boom a bunch on the last one, on a video earlier today, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and get all of them. And we'll probably talk more about it on the podcast. I just feel like there wasn't much more you can give this guy, and he wasn't not going to be angry. But that's just my take on it. I could talk about it a lot more. I'd seen some weird takes over the top that question if people ever had jobs before or if they've ever been in a fight before. But yeah, I wish CM Punk nothing but the best, and I think it was the right decision to do. I personally maybe would have waited till after the pay-per-view, but I think it's more honest the way Tony Khan did it. And I think it's funny because, like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You should fire him. I can't believe you fired him. You should tell us what happened. What a coward for telling us what happened. I feel like Twitter's like just a stick and you got to poke it. Like, you okay, Twitter? You okay, Internet? How you doing over there? You okay? Poke, 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 poke. All right. So there you go. We talked about the major thing. A, me and Sid's Light will talk about it on our podcast. B, we already talked about it in another video. Overall, I think he should be fired, and I hope he finds happiness in his life. And yeah, there you go. All right, let's break it down. He'll probably sneak in this 800 more times. You know that. You know how CM Punk is. He's like, yeah, talk about me. Woohoo. Let's talk about the matches. Then we'll talk about the segments. I'm reading this off the SmackDownHotel.com just because they got the results nice and neat. We're also reading off PostWrestling.com. So there you go. All right. AEW Collision number 12, September 2nd, 2023. We ask you, I think I already did, but I'll ask you again. Win, loss, or tie, what did you think? I'll tell you what I thought. I kind of thought it was a win. I wouldn't say a super strong win. I thought you handled a horrible situation as best you could. I mean, there's phrasing. You could have maybe acted like a character because people think, everyone is tough and strong because of Twitter and wrestling and all that. But in reality, people are human beings. And I'm a little more excited for the pay-per-view. And I thought the matches were pretty decent. All right, let's break this down as quickly as possible because this is my 3rd or 4th review today and a bunch of news stories. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Blah! All right. AEW World Trios Championship Trios match. You had the Acclaim, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens with Billy Gunn. They're calling themselves the House of Ass. Copyright House of Torture. Defeat Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker to retain the titles. Overall, cute that the titles were there. It was just a fun match. I don't think I have anything negative to say about it. 6-man tags ain't my thing. But it was enjoyable, made sense, had a rap. It was enjoyable. Yeah, so there you go. What do you guys think about the new belts? They're silly, but I like it. They also had Aussie Open defeat Nick Wayne and Commander. I'm a big fan of Nick Wayne and Commander, but I feel like Aussie Open had to win this one. All right, they have a bunch of titles in New Japan and New Japan affiliates. One gets injured, they sign with AEW, they have to drop those straps. They win Ring of Honor titles, they lose it in a pre-show. Some comedy match, some not comedy match. They weren't even the second one out. And then they don't get the number 1 contenders battle royal, which makes no sense. No rematch. So I think they needed this. Nick Wayne and Commander, I think, are great athletes and have a bright future. But I think Aussie Open, if they don't win this, in my opinion, they're kind of a joke tag team. And I think they're too good of a tag team to be a joke tag team. We have another trios match, this time with the females. You got the Outcasts defeat Britt Baker, Sheeta, and Chris Statlander. I thought this was an enjoyable match. I want to see more 1v1 matches with the women. I think all these tag matches, 6-man tags, 4 ways, it's just, you're not really building up a story. You're not really having them do matches. It's kind of what they call in Japan the businessman matches, where you're like, all right, like Japan's booking, for those that don't know, the reason why the Young Lions go first is because most people get out at 6 p.m. Most businessmen, salarymen get out at 6 p.m., right? So they have to get to the arena, or they have to get to the internet or television. Television back in the day. So that's why they put out the Young Lions there for the ones that could be out in their live crowd. And then they put all these 6-man and 8-man tags because they have to travel to where they're going. And then, I kid you not, did you notice back in the day when they had intermission, the last match before the intermission was really good? Because they timed it. Television networks timed it. That's when they got in, sat down, watched it, and during intermission they could eat and then enjoy the real matches. Dude, this was for fucking convenience. This wasn't for creative reasons. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, these 6-man, 6-women matches, I enjoy this division. I think Tony Storm's new character sucks. I want to see where the others go, but I want to see more 1v1 matches, and it just be a little bit more clear. I don't mind the faction. It's just Tony Storm is way too good to just be annoying. I mean, I don't understand. But overall, I enjoyed the match. I just think they deserve more. And not, I don't know, because, like, when it comes to women's wrestling, there's like, if they got vaginas, they're amazing. No, I'm not that guy. But I'm also, if they're going to be a part of your fucking roster, book them like a real goddamn division. And you have some great women's wrestlers. And if you have a great wrestler, internationally known wrestler like Tony Storm, don't make her a fucking character that Vince is like, hey, this is kind of fucking cheesy. This fucking character, this sucks balls. Whose idea was this? Jim Ross? Send that motherfucker back. This is just a fucking horrible, horrible gimmick. Overall, the athletes did amazing, but I want to see more 1v1s going forward. Powerhouse defeats GPA. According to SmackDown Hotel, I did not catch his name. It was a quick shot. Miro comes out. Bam, they sell tomorrow's event. And then Jay White defeats Dax Hardwood. I'm always a big fan of tag team wrestlers beating 2 single wrestlers in a tag team, and single wrestlers beating tag team wrestlers in a singles match. I fucking love it. I love it. 10 out of fucking 10. 10 out of 10. And I'm also liking that Jay White and Golden Lovers, not the Golden Lovers, Bullet Club Gold. I just feel like that is the Bullet Club America always wanted, and they're shining over there in front of the audience that wanted them. It's like, oh, okay. So all those guys that pretend to wear Bullet Club shirts, they can actually be Bullet Club fans. Plus, I think they're doing amazing things and improved tremendously. Jay White does defeat Dax Harwood. Of course, FTR comes out. They show the I'm not holding weapon sign. If I'm Tony, I ask them if they want to be released. I think, I talked about this on the other video. He's not dead. He was fired. And you get me too. If I was Tony, I would not record this like Dixie Carter. I would sit down all the athletes and say the roster is bloated and some of you ain't happy. You have 72 hours grace period. In 72 hours, we're going to ask you if you want to stay on a contract or we'll just release you. You have to get control. You have to. I was talking to another pro wrestling company here in Japan. I almost said the pro wrestling company's name. And they asked me my opinion because I used to run companies back in the day. And they said, what if an employee ran their fucking mouth? I'd give them a warning once and then get rid of them. I don't know. I know this sounds crazy, but employees are supposed to fucking work for the company. I don't know, man. As a retired guy, I worked for a lot of millionaires and billionaires. They cared about me, but not as much as fucking you guys think they should care about you. I don't know. And here's a secret about life. If you hang out with rich people and you don't ask for shit, you get better gifts. Just a heads up. Like, I remember I used to work for, we'll just say millionaire for the sake of this conversation, and I would never ask for anything. And then she would buy me the most fucking expensive gifts in the world. And the people that are like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, my life is better, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. They're like, here you go. You can have a fucking Snorlax headband. Get the fuck out of my face with your goddamn requests. But yeah, I just thought it was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Go be fucking unemployed with them. Where are you gonna go? WWE? Just where are you gonna go? Impact? NWA? Where are you gonna go? New Japan? Fucking Ghetto. You gonna get FTR? Of course you are. Are we gonna see them wrestle in Japan? Of course we're not. Ghetto, you're doing a great job. I fucking hate you, Ghetto. Ghetto moved back in. Hard times. But yeah, overall, I give it a win. It was a very challenging show as a company, and they did the best they can do with it. All right, let's talk segments, boys. Let's talk segments. Tony Khan opened it up. It's weird because I think the majority of people wanted him fired, and the majority of people wanted him to explain himself, and then when that happened, they're like, I can't fucking believe it. There you go. Collision opening video. Ricky Starks issues challenge. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat comes out, and once again, poor Daniel Bryan and fucking Moxley. Poor Moxley. Moxley fucking just wants a vacation. How many times has CM Punk ruined Moxley's fucking life? But this time it's not Moxley. Moxley took over for the main event, but this time it is Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, the Dragon, the American Dragon. Dude, who remembers American Dragon when he used to wear a mask? Raise your hand. If you raised your hand, you're old. High five. High five for us old fans. Is there young people that don't realize that he used to be a masked wrestler? No? Who didn't know? Say, this is what I want you to do in the comments, okay? 3 answers down in the comments. 1, be like, I'm old as fuck, I remember that. 2, Wikipedia, bitch, I remember that. Or C, I'm young, what are you talking about, Grandpa? I want to see one of those answers down below, and I appreciate you so much. All right. So there you go. So we open challenge. It's a surprise. They tricked him with Dragon. It's cheesy, but it got the job done. I enjoyed it. Moxley cuts another promo. He cuts a promo every fucking year. Weak mind, weak soul, fucking bitch heart. Cuts the same guy to me. He's like, oh fucking, let's do this fucking promo again. And according to reports that I read online, and you know how online is, if it backs your ideas, that it's 100% factual. If it goes against your ideas, it's all wrong. But basically, this match was going to happen, but way down the line, but they had to change it. So he cuts a decent promo, and Moxley is straight up Bruce Willis. I just want to go on fucking vacation with my family. He's like, all right, well, you got to make it champ. I want to go on vacation. We need you in the main event. Like, come on. I think Moxley as an international champ would be pretty goddamn amazing. All right, so there you go. Let's scroll down. The Dark Order. I like the Dark Order, but I was not feeling this fucking promo. I'm just not feeling it. It's like, all right, whatever. But hey, good luck. There's fucking no way the Dark Order's winning this fucking shit. Anyway, maybe they will. I doubt it. It would be stupid. All right, scrolling down. Forever classy Christian Cage. Dude, Christian Cage is so good at being a fucking heel. He's so good at it. He's so good at it. It's natural. It doesn't feel like he's taking from the past. MJF. Yeah, stop. Put it down. What are you doing, dude? Stop fucking copying and pasting Ric Flair, Terry Funk promos, okay? Come up with your own shit, dude. It comes natural. The dad shit is pretty fucking hilarious, and he doesn't let fucking his dinosaur friend touch it. Claudio and Wheeler's promo was pretty good. It reminded me of old school New Japan promos or All Japan promos, if you remember those days. Tony Schiavone and Dennis Rodman. All right, listen, dude. Listen. I love Dennis Rodman. I know you guys worship leaders and all that shit, but put away your worshiping of leaders away. Dennis Rodman, one of the baddest motherfuckers on planet Earth with rebounds, worked so goddamn hard. And I'm just glad to see him in Chicago. I couldn't believe it. He said like 11 years, I believe. It's just great to see him back in. I'm a huge Dennis Rodman fan, one of my favorite basketball players of all time, and one of my favorite Dennis Rodman quotes of all time could go for Mr. Phil Brooks. When you rebound 30 rebounds a night, you could be a pain in the ass. When you rebound, 8 or 6 rebounds a night, they don't want to deal with you being a pain in the ass anymore. But it would be great. They did some comedy stuff. I thought the chokeslam was going to be better with Rodman, but hey. So there you go. And they also did another match with Jarrett and the Crew. Who the fuck is Jarrett and the Crew taking on? I apologize. I was too busy. Is it Daddy Ass? I have no idea who they're taking on. Sanjay Dutt tells everyone Jeffrey. Oh, I also said All Out Sunday. Okay, Daddy. Oh yeah. So it's the Acclaim and Daddy Ass. So it's not too bad. Weird that they came out twice, but hey, screw it. Hopefully they get a pop. But yeah, Shane Taylor and Samoa Joe promos, love it. I hope Samoa Joe gets pushed to the moon. No offense, Shane Taylor, but I'll see what we can get there. And Chris Statlander promo, Adam Cole baby promo was pretty fucking decent. That was pretty awesome. Let's see, Orange Cassidy must speak. It's got a bit of a giggle to it, not gonna lie, even though he does have a catchphrase. And I think that's it. That's it for the segments. If I missed any, I apologize. And we ask you win, loss, or tie. I did watch WWE's pay-per-view. I watched AEW Collision, and did watch Noah. We're gonna do reviews of all of them, including the CM Punk firing and so much more. And are you more after Collision, win, loss, or tie? And after Collision, are you more excited for the pay-per-view now that Collision's over? All right, with that, I am over. Hey, this is the part I like. Whoop!